Welcome, traveler. Drink with me, you cocksucker.
This was a game I was looking forward to playing last year and ended up being my favorite game of 2015 easily. Without having any prior Witcher experience, whether it be the games or the books, I jumped into this one and did not get lost or confused about anything, surprisingly. The game is developed by CD Projekt Red, and don't worry if you haven't heard of them because I hadn't either before this game. The Witcher is their one and only franchise, and it shows here, and not in a bad way either. You can tell they took their time with this game to polish and make everything have a meaning, whether it's a house you ride by that's on fire to a random side quest. They all have a story and a meaning that surrounds it, which makes it worth doing, and not just only for the experience, but to find out more about the land and the area you traverse. I'm also a huge fan of any games in these settings, and they do a great job of making you feel immersed in this world. The city is alive around you. If you want to go to a tavern and get sloshed, go ahead. If you want to go play Gwent and finish off your night with a whore, go ahead. Oh, and what's Gwent? Well, it's only the most addicting card game within a game that I've ever played, and I would buy these things in real life if I had people to play them with. But seriously, it's fun, and there's tons of cards to collect. The combat in this game is snappy and great. It took me a while to get the hang of it, but you play as if actual people were attacking you, waiting for them to attack so you can counterattack them, and button mashing will most likely get you killed here. Enemies hit hard, and I was only on the normal setting. Beyond your swords, you being a Witcher, you possess abilities to sway people's minds and set creatures on fire, and more. You'll be able to level up these abilities in the order you choose. However, choose carefully because you will not be able to equip all of your abilities at once. I found mine changed depending on the current situation or boss battle. The game says it's open world, but it is in the sense of Dragon Age Inquisition is open world, where you have these huge explorable areas, but there are also other areas that you will need a loading screen to get to. But the areas here are way larger than most of Dragon Age put together. It's not seamless like Grand Theft Auto, but that's probably because they made everything here with great detail, and they're not a huge AAA studio like Rockstar is. This by no way detracts from anything as you're playing it though. You are fully immersed in this world. One thing that stuck out is the music, and I have to say I haven't been so excited for a soundtrack for a game since Skyrim. The music is on par with that of Skyrim, making you feel a part of the universe, and it excels. Some of my favorite music is on the Skellig Isles. It's so ambient with soft vocals. I could fall asleep to this stuff, it's just so relaxing. Crafting has always been a huge deal in games such as these, and The Witcher is no different. Among your travels and quests, you will come along these maps that will lead you to treasures and blueprints of different Witcher school armor. I found most of my time was spent looking and crafting the highest Witcher quote-unquote bear armor because I loved the look of it so much, and it made my character super strong during the endgame. The bosses in the game, while not terribly disappointing, I found that they were lackluster compared to the Witcher contracts. You're going to want to do these. It will challenge you to do your research and find out what this monster or creature is weak to, whether it be a poison or fire. It varies depending on which contract. These are the true boss battles in the game, and after you've slain one, you get a trophy. This usually is being the head of the beast, so you can put on your horse and to show that you've slain this powerful foe and you're not to be trifled with. It'll also grant you some extra stats depending on which contract or which one you have equipped on your horse at the time. The game also has a DLC pass, which I have not dove into or had the chance to dive into yet, although I've heard it's great and it adds an extra 10 hours, as well as another story-driven DLC coming out this year, which claims to at least have an extra 20 hours. That's how you add DLC in my opinion. The game still goes for a reasonable price, but if possible, I would try to find a new version. Why is that? Because look at all this stuff it comes with. A map, stickers, the soundtrack, a story/lore of The Witcher, and an instruction booklet. Yes, an actual instruction booklet. In 2015 this came out. This is not a 2006 game. CD Projekt Red knows how to take care of their fans, and they know what the fans want. That's why they included all this stuff with the price of the game, because you know you're getting your money's worth. This game could excel past 100 hours easily. It is totally worth investing your time into, whether you're playing it for the story or you're playing it to get everything in the game. It is totally worth it. You could pick this game up usually for about $40, and that's new. Tell me what you guys thought about The Witcher. Have you played it? And if you guys have already played The Witcher, was this your first Witcher game? If you like this video and want to see more, just hit like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of these reviews, and stay tuned next week where I'm going to be diving into Tales of Systeria. So, until then, I'll see you next time.